Two men, after stealing a large amount of money, find themselves trapped in a strange and unfamiliar place. A never-ending loop. They were stuck there badly. One of them says, "I once met a woman. She owns a house in the next town. It's been empty for years. We can hide there for a while. Once things calm down, we'll go back to our old lives. And maybe even live better ones with all this stolen cash." "Just a few days," he says. As they're talking, the sound of the police sirens echoes nearby. Both men panic and rush into the woods. There, they change their clothes and dump their old stuff in a pond. They still have their guns, and now they start heading toward that empty house. Jason completely trusts his sister, Sarah. Soon, the two reach the edge of the fields. As they walk through, they suddenly hear gunshots. When they get close to the house, they see three girls outside, fooling around and practicing their aim. Sarah steps out with her gun and tells them to leave. The girls don't take her seriously, until Jason appears from the side and fires a warning shot. Terrified, the girls run off. Jason turns to Sarah and says, "We should get inside. Now." They enter the house. It's old, dusty, and clearly abandoned for years. Furniture is scattered everywhere and the floor is covered in dirt. Now, let me tell you something. The man who gave Jason this house also told him a secret about it. That secret was, this house is connected to time travel. Yes, people can travel to any time, the past or the future. Not just that, they can even be sent to another world entirely. Jason thinks, if we stay here for a while, maybe our names will disappear from the crime scene completely. He'd been given a few strict instructions, important ones. Jason opens an old diary and tells Sarah to dial a specific number on the telephone. She picks up the phone, dials, and speaks three strange words. Some kind of secret code. Suddenly, everything goes dark. Complete silence. When they come out of the basement, they're shocked. The layout of the house has completely changed. Everything is neat and clean, the furniture in place, the walls freshly painted, as if someone actually lives here. They've traveled back in time, to when this house was brand new. Jason follows the diary's instructions and winds up an old clock in one of the rooms. But something feels off. It's strange. Whoever sent them here isn't here themselves. That means something else is going on. Something dangerous. Jason tells Sarah, "We're safe here, but only on one condition. We must stay exactly 14 days. After that, we'll return to our own timeline, and everything will be fine." They both feel relieved. At least nobody would find them here, and the kitchen was full of food. On the table, there were records and old movies lying around, something to pass the time. The first day, they just rest. The next day, Jason explores the area nearby. The house isn't too far from the woods, but there's a limit, a boundary line they can't cross. He'd been warned about that, too. Meanwhile, Sarah finds some clothes in the house. The place is a mix of old and new, antiques alongside modern things. But for now, that doesn't matter. They just need to hide. In the evening, they cook dinner and count the money. They've been told to keep track of everything. Sarah looks at her son's photo and comforts herself. Everything's going to be okay. Days go by. 13 days pass peacefully. One night they're sitting together talking about one of the antique items in the house, something rare and valuable. And then they start talking about their past lives. Turns out their past wasn't great. Jason admits he never really supported his sister or spent much time with her. But now, being together, both of them feel happy. They remember their mom and dad. Sarah hums a tune she used to hear as a child, her mother's favorite song. Just like that, 2 weeks pass. They're finally excited. Tomorrow they'll be free. Sarah can't wait to return to her daughter. They start cleaning the house. Jason burns the trash outside. As before, they have to follow the same instructions in the basement to return to their own time. So they go down there but get a shock. The basement door has been sealed shut. There's a note on it. If you want to go back, go to the old mill. Sarah panics and runs out toward the mill. Jason follows, trying to calm her down. When they enter the mill, they're stunned. It's set up like an old church, maybe used for religious gatherings long ago. Inside lies a rotting corpse in terrible condition. Next to the body is a wooden stand with a document placed on it. The document reads, "You are trapped in a time loop. If you wish to stay here forever, sign below." Sarah freaks out, refuses to sign, and runs away in fear. But remember that invisible boundary around the house? As soon as she crosses it, she starts coughing blood, then collapses unconscious. When she wakes up, Jason has already brought her back inside. They both realize they can't leave this place. Ever, Sarah screams in frustration. They escaped one nightmare, only to fall into another. Her anger turns to shock when Jason reveals something chilling. The corpse we saw at the mill. That was the woman who gave us this house. Now they both know. There's no way out. Jason finally signs the document. The moment he writes his name, a safe suddenly appears. Jason uses the code written in the old diary to open it. Inside is a tape recorder and a small note. The note says, "Say something, then close the safe. Your words will form a connection." A link. Jason says hello into the safe, then shuts it. A minute later, he plays the tape recorder and hears a strange man's voice. The voice says, "You shouldn't be here. Go back home." Whoever it was, he knew everything about them. The robbery, their hiding place, everything. Sarah tries to talk to him. She thinks maybe he just wants a share of the stolen money. She's even ready to offer it, anything to get out of here. But the voice says he's not interested in the money. Jason suspects that voice belongs to someone from the future, or maybe from another world. Either way, they're trapped. Sarah opens the safe again. This time when she speaks, the voice replies. Deeper, colder. It says, "If you want to leave this place alive, you'll have to kill someone." Both of them freeze in shock. Sarah nervously asks, "Kill who?" The voice answers, "A stranger will come. You must kill that person. Erase their existence. Only then can you return to your world." It continues, "We can track you, but we can't track him. We don't know which time or dimension he'll arrive from, but one day he'll come to kill you. That we can guarantee." Hearing this, both Jason and Sarah return to the house and start planning how to survive. They hide weapons around the place, ready for anything. They take turns keeping watch, waiting for this mysterious stranger to appear. Days turn into weeks. Weeks into months, but no one shows up. They can't leave, but they notice something strange. Every time the food in the fridge runs out, when they close it and open it again later, it's full again. Fresh food every time. The loop was real. Whoever those people were, they were controlling this place, running some kind of huge experiment. One day, Sarah starts digging into the house's history. By studying old documents and photographs, she realizes that everything here has been collected. Furniture, art, even utensils, from different time periods. None of it originally belonged here. After 1955, no one officially owned this house. Jason gets angry. We're not people. We're experiments to them, lab rats in their time travel project. For months, they don't hear from that mysterious voice again. Jason keeps going to the mill, trying to contact whoever's behind the recordings, but there's only silence. Then, one cold evening, as Sarah is standing guard outside, she sees something. A man, watching her from a distance. Before she can react, the stranger raises his gun. Jason shouts her name, and a fight breaks out. Bullets fly. Jason's aim misses a few times, but he keeps shooting. The stranger attacks, injuring Jason, and drags him back into the mill. But the stranger doesn't kill him. He just stands there, quiet, as if waiting. Jason realizes the stranger wants him to communicate with the people controlling this place, to tell them he's completed their mission. When those people ask Jason for proof that the stranger is dead, Jason lies. He says it was too cold. His body's gone. I couldn't find him, but they know he's lying. Meanwhile, Sarah is still at the house. A safe suddenly appears there too, just like before. Inside is another message. We don't know who he is, but he's not you, and he's not Jason. He's not your future self, not your parents, not anyone you know. But whoever he is, you must kill him." Not long after, the stranger breaks into the house. Sarah grabs her gun and fights back. They struggle violently, until his mask finally falls off. What she sees freezes her blood. The stranger is her daughter. Just then, Jason bursts in, but before Sarah can explain, her daughter hides her face again. Jason aims to shoot, thinking she's the enemy. Sarah yells, "No, stop!" But the gun fires. Sarah jumps in front. The bullet hits her instead. As she's dying, she tries to tell Jason the truth, that the stranger was her own daughter, but she can't get the words out. Her daughter takes the chance to escape. Sarah collapses and dies. Jason is devastated. He buries his sister's body near the house. Then, broken and desperate, he contacts those people again. He begs, "Please, send me back. Give me one last chance to fix everything." After some time, they agree. They send Jason back to the exact point in time when he and Sarah first brought the stolen money to this house. Now, Jason travels back to the past, far back, and finds his past self. He kills his own original version, and then brings his sister, the past version of Sarah, back to the house again. But this time, too, he accidentally kills her, and not just once. It happens again and again and again. The same mistake, the same tragedy. Years go by. Inside that endless loop, one day we see Sarah again, standing in the same house, same place, but Jason is now an old man. He tells her softly, "I tried so hard to save you, but every time I ended up killing you by mistake. This loop won't stop. It never does. There's only one way to end it," he says. "You have to kill me. Forget the money. Go back to your daughter. Never come to this house again, because this is the past, and you're still alive out there. If you stay away, the loop will finally stop." He hands her the gun and forces her to do it. Trembling, Sarah shoots him, but as soon as the gunfire echoes, sirens start blaring outside. She panics and runs away, and that's when it hits us. The cycle will begin again. Over and over, the same loop, repeating endlessly. Later, we learn the truth. This place was never random. It was created by the same people controlling the experiment. They'd been studying this loop since 1955. That's why the house was filled with objects from so many different eras. There were more houses like this, all over, each one, with its own time travel experiments, trapping people from different timelines inside. And with that, the story ends right there.